Yeah, we had a great car from the drop of the green. Just drove to the front and from sixth, and felt really good throughout the race. There was a couple times when I thought Matt might have been a little better than me, but not much. And then we adjusted and were quicker than him again. So it was definitely our race to lose, especially those last 100 laps. And we just thought that some of the guys would stay out. I think there's 3 cars that had just pitted within the last couple laps, or 5 or 6 laps, and just felt like they'd stay out, and that'd be a big enough buffer to someone who had 2 or 4 tires that we could get away. It didn't happen. Harvick started right beside me and had 2, and he held it flat through 1 and 2, and I had to lift a little bit. I got a little free getting in, so I had to back off the gas, and when I went back down, he was in front of me. So that was the end of our race, and just made sure we got second from there.
Okay, we'll open it up for questions for Kasey. Please raise your hand. We'll get a mic to you. We'll start up here with Tom.
Hi, Kasey. Tom Jensen, Speed.com. 2 quick questions. First of all, are you feeling better now?
Yeah, I actually felt pretty good the whole race. I was as soon as I got in the car, it was the best I felt all day. Took some IV packs right before the drivers' meeting, and once they kicked in, it was the best I felt. So it was that break wasn't a bad thing for me.
And the second thing, the takeaway from this, do you look at it as a disappointing night because you didn't win, or a good night because you were strong all night and you be confident with what you've got in the cars going forward?
Well, I think I feel really confident with my team after a performance like tonight. They were just on it the entire time. The calls that Kenny made and the adjustments and the way the car was balanced throughout the race, so that came from yesterday's practice. I feel great about all that stuff, and I have all year. You know, this is the 3rd time we've been to a mile and a half this year, and I ran second and been the fastest car at all 3 of them. Just didn't get the wins in any of them. So, you know, we just got beat. But I feel like we were the best car in all 3 of them. So I feel really good about that. We just need a little more at the very end and make sure we can win a couple of these.
Additional questions in the media center for Kasey? Okay, David.
David Newton, ESPN.com. Can you just talk about the flow of the night? I mean, between the cable, the other red flag, and all that, was that a distraction, and how that impacted the way this race went?
I thought the cable was unbelievable. I'd never seen anything like it. I came off turn 4, and I saw it wrap around Kyle's car and then hit mine, and I just thought I had to be seeing things because there's no way there could be a cable on the racetrack. And then by the time we got to turn 1, I saw it again, and I saw Kyle's fender and the side of his car like go down. Like it jerked it down, and then it was, I mean, I never saw anything like it. So then I knew I wasn't seeing things, and was yelling at him going down the backstretch, and we came back around, and some people were still hitting it. So I was definitely surprised there wasn't a caution a little quicker when you have something like that hanging. But it was very surprising. And then the other red, I think that's just part of racing. Sometimes there's big enough wrecks that you got to go red and give the guys enough space to work on everything safely.
Okay, any additional questions? Okay, Mike.
Mike Neff, FrontStretch.com. Kasey, last week you talked about the fact in the 10-lap shootout at the end that once somebody was in front, there was no way you were going to get by him with 4 fresh tires. Tonight, Harvick had the 2. You didn't. Was there anything in that last run that you thought you'd be able to get higher or lower, keep enough air on your car to maybe have a shot at him?
I mean, I knew I was in trouble because my tires were hot and he had cold right sides, and that's a big deal. You know, I was easily beat Matt earlier in the race at that same thing. So I knew it was going to be tough, and he drove away once he got the lead. But if I had a car last week as good as I had tonight, I definitely could have ran with Jimmy for those final 10 laps, and it would have been a heck of a race. My car was so much better tonight. The guys did an awesome job to get it to where it was. It drove basically perfect for 600 miles. That's tough to do.